You guys have been asking for this, so now I'm going to walk you through my Inazuma 11 Victory Road of Heroes team. I made a video looking at my Inazuma 11 Great Road of Heroes team about 2 years ago. Bloody hell, I've been doing this a long time. But this team is very different and also has some new Victory Road of Heroes characters on it. And with the game coming out this year, I wanted a team that reflected my tastes and one that I actually probably will use as my first ever online multiplayer team in the game. Though it is subject to change if more characters get revealed who I really like, but it's a good starting point. So without further ado, let's walk through the team. Right, so the big idea with this team was my first ever Victory Road of Heroes competitive team that I will use for online multiplayer and I'll use for my first handful of videos on the game. So my priority is players new to me. So players who we've seen in Ares, Orion, and Victory Road. I don't want Inazuma 11 1 losers particularly. I want some cool new players who I really would get excited about using. So in goal, we have Nox from Mindozan, aka Rampart. I just think he looks really cool. We have no idea what kind of moves he'd have or what he'd actually be like as a goalkeeper, but when looking at brand new goalkeepers, he was easily the first one that jumped out to me as, ooh, that's a sick design. And he's not the only Rampart player on the team, actually. Our defense looks like this. Archer Hawkins, because he's my all-time favorite player. Akaris, because I think he has a sick design. I love Containment Zone, and I'm itching to use him properly. Frank Foreman, because I think he's one of the most underrated players in the series, and getting a chance to use him again as a defender after Galaxy really appeals to me. And finally, Kisoji, the Victory Road of Heroes character. I mean, come on, this design is awesome. Let's move on to the midfield three. Now, our first midfielder is Julien Rozu. Rozu is from the French international team, and I just think he looks sick. I've never actually used him before in any kind of team, so I would jump at the opportunity to use him here in Victory Road of Heroes. I mean, come on, he has the cool flower in his mouth. It's the cool flower that he bites on. It's sick. Sebastian Fortright is my other number 8, and I just think this guy is awesome. He's our second player from Rampart. I guess Rampart just secretly have really cool designs that none of us realize. And I love his hair, I love his build. I just think he'd be a really interesting and unique choice for a midfielder. I'm not necessarily trying to be hipster, but Sebastian Fortright feels like the kind of cool pick that no one else would have. And I'm sure he'd have a ton of cool defensive qualities, like he has to have like the wall and other wall type moves. I just think there's a lot of potential for this guy to be a really cool kind of defensive midfielder type. And my cam is Perseus. I adore the new Zeus characters, because I mean, I'm a sucker for Greek mythology characters generally, and so Perseus had to go on the team. Not only do I adore his brand new move, but I just think his design in general is really sick, and I know he's a forward, but using him here just seems like a cool way to fit him into the team. And now we move on to the front three. On the left, he's a king, he's a hero, he's an absolute prince. He 100% deserves to be here, and you'll know if you've seen my live streams recently. It's Maxwell Carson. Max, also known in my live streams as Max Bappe, is just a really cool, underrated Inazuma 11 1 character that I've grown a lot of love for personally. And I'd love to properly turn him into a player who zips down the wing and drops a cheeky shot in, like an actual Kylian Mbappe type player. On the right wing is Xavier, like the original Ares one. I'm desperate to use him. I just think he's so cool. Lightning Strike or whatever the hell. Is that move Lightning Strike? It's some kind of strike. I'm desperate to use him. I just think he looks so cool. And I'm sure he'll have some insanely powerful shots that I can really make use of for this team. And I mean, look at his design. He's got a cool lightning bolt scar. Everything about it, yes. And up front, another Victory Road of Heroes character, Sakurazaki. I mean, come on. That hair is so sick. Everything about him works for me. I just adore him. I cannot wait to see what kind of moves he has. Going over to the bench, we'll go through this a tad quicker. But for my goalies, I wanted two original ones, two ones I haven't used yet from Victory Road or Ares or Orion. I couldn't find a second one who really interested me, so I'm going to kind of put my hopes on one appearing as I play through the game. But for now, I have Terry, because he's awesome, I love him, and I'd love a chance to have him again, even as a bench player. Perseus isn't the only brand new Zeus player I think is awesome. There's also Hades, who's a really cool defender. Don't love him quite enough to stick him in the starting lineup, but as a bench player, absolutely. If Max makes it on the team, you know Steve has to be here. I mean, come on. I just adore this guy. A brand new Orion character I really, really love is Patty. I just think his design is awesome, and he absolutely has to be on the team. And finally, it's another beloved player of mine who I've loved for quite a long time, Okita. Either Okita or Victor Okita, I'd take either. I just think he looks awesome. But yeah, that's my team. So what do you guys think? Let me know down below in the comments, or you can tweet me if you send me a picture of your team that you've made using the Inazuma 11 Team Builder app. Then you can tweet me a picture at me. It's like TXM_Tom Spoors or some shit like that. And then I'll look at your team and maybe I'll say it's cool. And I definitely want to do a video in the future where I look at your Victory Road of Heroes teams, probably in the next week or so. So make sure you keep an eye out for that on my Discord and on my Twitter. But for now, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe and all that fun stuff. And I'll see you soon. Bye.